Hello, it's me, Accidental Ball. With random games in my Steam library. Today we have the Thaumaturge. As usual, I know nothing about it. It is a single-player RPG. That's what I know. From Steam's description. So, here we have some sort of disclaimer. Fool's Theory is a team of people with diverse beliefs, religions, sexual orientations, gender identities. Our goal is to tell mature stories that are meant to be a source of reflection for players. We would like to point out that in creating a game that draws so much inspiration from the past, we could not leave out the portrayal of certain attitudes and views that are rightly considered unacceptable today. The stories of historical characters present in the game are loose in interpretation of real events or entirely product of our collective imagination. Fair. Man, that guy sure looks fancy, huh? I forget sometimes that you guys can't see everything, though. So, like, over there we've got, our little bar, and then, like, news over here to the right. So, just so you guys can see that real quick. And as per usual, we're just going to start a game and see if I can manage. Locals say the station is haunted at night. The station manager was embarrassed to admit something. Thaumaturge is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge or a tempermancer is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places that recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one. Swifty, as the kids might say.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately, more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine the nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone.
Seems kind of like he's alone. Not gonna lie.
I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you're safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
I can't tell if that ghost has an afro or not.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
First play a trick on him. No.
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope you will receive it. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Let's send greetings to our sister.
Please add my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere. On every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he...
Thank you.
Loony.
August 31st, 1905. Tuska. That's probably bad. Okay. Feels like ages have passed since your last letter, or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I am losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land that I fertilized with the blood and flesh of its sons, and I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me constantly, spelled with a K. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anelka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Damn. That one's kind of dark. Dear Jonko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look wherever you turn. You hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going to the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves, have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Tiflins and take a loan against half our assets in the Caucasus. Yes. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lou. Also, WSAD for movement. And F seems to be confirm or interact. Also, you can click to confirm or interact. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words. And you can reach your goal easier. Map. Belongings, all the items you own, including those that are part of the collection. Thaumaturge is a place where you can spend thaumaturgy points and upgrade your capabilities. Entries. Maybe. I think it's actually lagging. That's pretty rare. Well, I guess we'll give it a minute and see if it wants to look back up. In the meanwhile, I will try to get Twitch going on my phone so that I can see the things. On my phone so that I can see the things. On my phone so that I can see. Yeah, I do not know why it is taking so long. Give me a second. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, the game is not responding. Why though? Got plenty of CPU open. OBS isn't crashing due to encoding issues right now. For meow, I guess I should say. Because it do be kind of derpy sometimes. we're going to just try resetting. Because it do not want scene do thing. Oh, so apparently we just right click for the perception thing. Oh, actually, right, you guys can't even see that. So, over here in the corner, we've got OIGM, which is in that order. Our menu. Inventory. Oh, we have a Resident Evil style inventory. That's interesting. Obviously, M is map. What's G? Oh, it's journal, basically. Okay. Cool beans. And we'll go back to you being able to see most of what's going on. I can't jump on the train. Oh no. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29 have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander Bulgin were to be discussed, it was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In the turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. Well then. Also, this guy is apparently important to talk to, according to our perception. Oh, right. He's the carriage guy we're supposed to talk to. Is probably why. Can I not go over there? I cannot. Can I go over there? I cannot.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
More importantly, that dude's got like 6 cigars in his jacket. Also, sorry I've been away from streaming for a while. I got a new job, and it's been really difficult because it was a bait and switch.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
And instead of being a driver for a forklift, I am doing line work. And so my fingers and everything else are swollen and sore. So I apologize for my extended absence. In general, I'm usually absent because I'm lazy, not because of this. But this is. A protective charm made of strings, sticks, and feathers. It is supposed to protect the residents of the village from the influence of evil powers. Well, good thing I brought a demon with me then. That's possessing me. So that, you know, it can get past the protective charm.
You guys already got what's yours this week. Molchad, we're here to keep order and that don't come free. It's getting colder, so the price is getting higher.
Hey, Tim. Nice boots. Are they warm?
A proud answer. It not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Okay.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses. Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. I got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We're the Tsar's soldiers. Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Correct. I will not talk to you voluntarily. Instead, I'm going to pimp slap you in the mouth. When your enemies lose all their health points, you will win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown in bars below their feet, while your health points are represented by a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. So I have 40 and they have 26 together. I have 1, 2, I have 8 focus, and they have a total of 5. I don't know what that means, though. Oh, right. I always forget. Yeah, so here's mine in the bottom left. And then here's theirs. So, that you guys can see that. Guess let's start the fight. Plan your attack. Select the skill icon above your opponent. Quick attack does 5 to 6 damage. Planned attack. Oh. So this does a minimum of 11 damage. Which is his entire health bar. It says it's slow, so I guess he gets an extra hit or two on me, but... Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions to find out what they are planning to do. Unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Skill speeds. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful or require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Yeah, okay, so that's what it is. Yeah, so he's gonna cut me or whatever. But since I took the hit that time, I can just quick attack and be done with it.
Serves the Ruskies right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
He said I'm a cripple. Which is sort of true. Proletariatus. Birdzola. Sorry guys, I suck at Russian. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles with one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with the misery. They will get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events so agonizing for many be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the country folk are also joining in the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. Too bad I can't kick that guy in the face while he's down. That'd be hilarious. For me. Which is what's important. To me.
Good boy.
I can pet the dog. This is the greatest game ever. Okay, but let me keep petting the dog. I can't keep petting the dog? This is the worst game ever. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan Province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jerome? It's got the little thingies that means it's pronounced differently somehow, but I am unfortunately a native English speaker. Therefore, I don't actually know what those mean. Because we don't learn stuff like that that's important. Bonaparte has just arrived in town. Oh, it's Napoleon Bonaparte. Like, okay. Has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. Man, it's not letting me steal a single soul. This is ridiculous.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
Rasputin.
I forgive you. I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time,
And you expect this thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive.
yes, I've heard, especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases, inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
in? Where are you coming from?
I'm from Warsaw,
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
That's partly the issue I wanted to speak to you about.
Does that mean you give up?
That means I'll try, but I don't know.
All right, all right. I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Well, first of all, it says it's an observation. Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns but also attracts. Trace certain, Rasputin. Draw conclusion. Conclusion. Rasputin's wish. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions. A valuable source of knowledge about the world and events can help you in different situations. Perception and objects. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. Traces. On some items, you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of three forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you have seen it before. but you're not certain who it belongs to, certain you know exactly who left it. Tracers are only revealed once you pass the test or perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
Word 1. Observation. Dirty bowl that someone has eaten stew from. Trace unknown. Dimension force too low. Word 1. Art O. Thaumaturge points. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree, purchase skill upgrades, improve the powers within any dimension, and hunt saluters to enable further development. Okay, so that thing requires word 1. Let's see if there's anything else out here, though. Because I think that's going to be it, but...
Who would have thought thou hast such layers of passion within him?
Prayer book, an ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight. The touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Trace certain, Rasputin. Dimension force too low, deed 1. Rasputin's passions. Who would have thought that this priest had such passions? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover. Irresistible to women's hearts and bodies, perhaps this is one of his healing methods. So I'm gonna go with deed 1, I think. And we're gonna hope that this is the right thingy. Trembling hands and thin white gloves, feverishly tying ribbon beyond which she tucked a leaf with an imprint of her made-up lips, she ran to make it in time to give him a gift to make sure he wouldn't forget her when he found himself so far from court. Well, we're gonna hope that's the right thing. Oh, there's another thingy. Oof. Trace unknown. A pentennial device for voluntary self-mortification of the body. But I need mind 1 to do that. Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Each skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes some space. Choose wisely. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering stage. Okay, well. Flaw. Many people have flaws, but only Thaumaturge are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on a personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract salutors and allow young Thaumaturges to make a pact with their first salutor. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events in the future. Increases heart dimension force by 1. Okay. Oh, it's a hat. It's like a Russian hat. I thought it was an afro earlier. There's this spooky guy. Upel. Eerie intoxication inflicts damage, restores your health by 1, which is half of what you've lost. Each subsequent action that restores health points will restore less of it. Bloody penance. Inflicts damage to the target's health points to determine how much damage the skill inflicts. The more health points, the higher the damage. Liberium veto. Reduces focus, removes all negative statuses from you. Not of this world. Inflicts damage, restores your health points by 1, which is half of what you've lost. Okay. Alright, well, we have to hope that I did the right thing.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend.
Therefore, a Petersburg lady-in-waiting who was very devoted to you, gave you her breviary.
Honestly, I don't remember where I got it. Its contents were always more important. Have a seat.
I did. Yay.
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
I feel like he's about to have a bad time.
Rasputin. There's no one in here.
Oh boy. It was that
I need to get out of here.
guy.
What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose.
Idiot.
You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
Dang it, Daddy Bobby. Oh my.
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutar, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
I have this feeling that she wants to sweep. For some reason. But I don't look like I'm dying now, at least. Multiple objectives. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, the objective will reveal a path to follow. Sometimes this path is so mysterious that it eludes even an experienced Thaumaturge. No worries, the remaining objectives will provide a way to solve the quest. I see. Let me pet that dog. I do notice now all of a sudden that when I perceive, it's showing me a path going in that direction.
What do we have here?
But I want to look around for other stuff.
They'll go gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found.
I feel like Vesna wants help.
That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
Well, she might be the one with the flaw attracting demons. Dropped apple, a bruised crimson apple. Then Vesna was trembling, dropped a fruit basket, and left this orphan behind. She has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Okay. That's probably bad. Okay.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Dead goose. Someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell. Okay. And there's a wise woman.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your penny.
Where is the justice here?
Observation. The conflicted neighbors. A dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants. The obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It will come to fisticuffs in a moment. Draw a conclusion. Seems that the neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge. Classic of the genre.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Whatever the hell I want. I'm a Thaumaturge, biatch. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Unfinished letter. So, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you so that you write about me like this? That you renounce your legacy, your land, and your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study, and now you're calling us stupid backward? You repeat that after that rector of yours, Suldeki, that Georgian, your language, is the language of dogs, and you want to write to me only in Russian. Child, Georgian flows in your blood. She is the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her. You can't. Seems like he did. Diary of an oblate priest. They say that every nation has its demons, its phantoms, its ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils, cursed by God, are real, and they are everywhere. In distant Sirmia, people whispered the name Bukavak, a cruel beast whose presence brings wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbors. A fairy tale, you say, but I have seen Bukavak here in Piatagorsk. I heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fiber of my soul. And I felt the fury that this wraith brings with it, the anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the oblate church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe. Cool, nothing else. Alright, this is about the hour. So it's kind of, it's like half a point and click RPG. And like Trying to think of a way to relate it to something else. I feel like it's got a lot of data points that are supposed to add up to something. Not unlike like Horizon Zero Dawn, for example. You're kind of learning about what's going on everywhere. Or Mass Effect had that kind of thing as well. Combat is obviously like semi-card based, turn based. And it looks like you can equip random stuff. It looks like it's going to be fun. It's very interesting. Obviously, if you're not into like point and click adventures, it's probably not for you. I am very interested in it. I think I'm going to keep playing it. Because it's like Russian history, kind of. It seems like, in a way. Not unlike Wolfenstein. Which, that's German history, though. But, you know what I mean. Yeah. I like it. I think we're gonna keep going. So, if you're into this sort of thing, great. I recommend it. If not, as usual, I don't. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.